Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Finance with Avrin. In this video, I want to tell you about this simple, easy, and quick bank bonus with JP Chase. Yes, the largest bank in the United States based on total assets. And I've done this bonus before personally. So later on in that section of the video, I'll tell you exactly about how it went for me, including specific dates of sign up, when I met the requirements, received the bonus, and so forth. But let's get right into it here. Starting with the overview of this bonus, where to open. You can open the account for this bonus online via the promotion page, and I have a link to it in the description of this video. It's not a referral link for me, but just a link to the promotion page for this Chase $400 bonus. Now, I do have other referral links in the description that you could check out as well if you want to earn some more money. Now, also, you can open this Chase checking account in person at a local Chase branch. If you want to go that route though, you'll need to bring a coupon code with you for this bonus promotion. So to obtain that coupon code, you just go on the promotion page, as you see it right there on the screen, and enter your email address, and they'll send your coupon code to you via email. So you just take that code with you to the Chase branch that you're opening the account at, so they know to apply the promotion to your account. Very simple and easy, but you can open it online as well via the promo page, and it would have the promotion and coupon code attached to it as you're filling out your application for this checking account. And speaking of checking account specifically, this is for the total checking account with Chase. Now, there's no minimum initial deposit required to open this account. However, there is a $15 monthly service fee, but that can be waived. And I have a whole section in this video about the multiple ways that you can get that monthly maintenance fee waived. So definitely check out that section later on in the video. Now, this is a limited time bonus, so you must open the account by April 15th, 2026. Sometimes banks and financial institutions, they extend these bonuses out so the expiration date will go further and further down the year. Sometimes they'll change the bonus amounts or some of the requirements. Like I stated earlier in the video, I've done this bonus before previously with Chase. However, the expiration date was different. It was like January something 2026, and the bonus amount was different. When I did this bonus, it was actually only $300. So now it's $400. So I wish I would have waited, but I didn't know that they were going to increase it. So sometimes banks and financial institutions, they will change things with their bank bonuses. But let's get into some specifics in fine print about this bonus right here. First, starting with eligibility and sign up. So this is a nationwide promotion. JP Chase has branches all across the United States, and they don't state that you must live within a certain amount of miles of a Chase branch to obtain this account and, open it and get the promotion and everything. However, just to keep in mind, sometimes banks or financial institutions may ask you to come in person to verify your identity if they have a local presence in certain areas. So just keep in mind, there is a possibility of that with Chase. However, there's definitely a high likelihood that you may not be asked to come in at all, and you'll just finish your whole application online with no issue. That's what happened with me. I didn't have any issues, didn't have to go in person or anything, finished my whole application online. No issues with that. All right, so more on eligibility. This offer is not available to existing Chase checking customers or those whose accounts have been closed within 90 days or closed with a negative balance within the last 3 years. You can receive only one new checking account opening related bonus every 2 years from the last coupon enrollment date, and only one bonus per account. So there are some stipulations with eligibility. If you've had a Chase account before and you closed it within 90 days, then you would not be eligible. If you closed it within the past 3 years and it had a negative balance, then you would not be eligible. If you have a Chase checking account currently, right now, then you would not be eligible. However, if you fall outside of that, you could still be eligible if you have not received a checking account related opening bonus within the past 2 years from when you signed up for that coupon enrollment date with the offer for that checking account bonus. So that's where I would kind of fall into, as well as the closing account within the last 90 days, because I have closed this account and I've also received a bonus. So I would be in that 2-year time span now where I would have to wait outside of that 2 years to sign up for a Chase checking account again and receive a bonus if they keep this same stipulation with future bonuses like they currently have right now. And with opening this account, you can open it online via the promotion page, or you can open it in person. You just need to bring a coupon code with you. And like I stated earlier, to obtain that coupon code, you just go to the promotion page, enter your email address, and Chase will send you that coupon promo code. Just take that with you to your Chase branch to open your account, and then they will apply the promotion to your application. So you can either open it online or in person. Now that's the eligibility and sign up right there. What's next? So you signed up for the Chase Total checking account. It's approved. Everything went through fine. What's next for the promotion? You need to have direct deposits totaling $1,000 or more made into this new Chase Total checking account within 90 days of coupon enrollment. So within 90 days of opening this account with the promotion, you need to have at least one direct deposit of $1,000 or more, or multiple direct deposits totaling at least $1,000 or more within 90 days. So very simple, easy process to obtain that requirement right there. However you want to spread it out, you can do it all at once or spread it out. Now, you may be wondering, what's an eligible direct deposit? So according to the fine print, your direct deposit needs to be an electronic deposit of your paycheck, pension, or government benefits, such as Social Security, from your employer or the government. So that's basically it right there for eligible direct deposits. Pretty standard and typical with a lot of these bonuses. And a lot of people are going to get that via their employer, having the direct deposits go into their account. So you can set it up where you have a certain dollar amount typically with employers to go to specific accounts. So you can have it set up to, if you get paid every 2 weeks or every month, however, have a certain amount that you're comfortable with going into this new Chase Total checking account. And once it settles into the account, you don't have to keep it there until you receive your bonus. You can move that money out externally to another bank account if you want to, or another, keep it within Chase if you want to, pay a bill with it if you want to. You don't have to keep that direct deposit in your account for a certain amount of days. Just make sure it hits your account and settles, and then you could do with it as you please. Now, some other things in the fine print that they state would not be an eligible direct deposit. Let's go over those real quick here. So person-to-person payments such as Zelle are not considered a direct deposit. Micro deposits do not qualify as a direct deposit for this bonus. So micro deposits are those little small amounts, typically less than $1, that are sent to your account to verify that it's the correct account. Likely you've done this before when you're, linking an external bank account to another account, and they say, hey, we're going to, make 2 small deposits into your account. Once they hit your account, log back in and tell us what those amounts are. That's just them verifying that you can log into that external account and, see the activity, and then you report it back to them, and it's okay. Typically you're approved to have that external account linked. For this bonus, that would not count as a direct deposit. So you can't add that little amount to that $1,000 total that you need to get to. So typically with this right here, with this direct deposit requirement, it's going to be via paycheck, pension, or government benefits. So that is the step 2 in this process of obtaining this bonus, is having those direct deposits. Now, you've signed up for the account, it got approved, direct deposits went through fine, you've met that amount of at least $1,000. What's next? Just a little bit of patience. Your checking account must remain open and in good standing to receive this bonus. They do not state that you have to have a positive balance on the account. You definitely don't want a negative balance. However, when you log in, they may have like a little warning or something that says, hey, your account balance is 0, or please fund your account, or something like that. However, typically I do like to keep $1 or $2 or something in these accounts when I'm opening them, for the bonus, and I'm checking out the account and exploring it. For this one though, I actually didn't. This bonus is very quick. You'll see here on one of the next slides when we get into that section how quick this bonus is to obtain. So really, you just need to keep the account open and in good standing. Definitely don't have a negative balance. Just keep it in good standing. So after you have completed the direct deposit requirements, Chase will deposit the bonus into your new total checking account within 15 days. Very quick bonus right here. Not within 15 days of the 90-day time frame that you get to make the direct deposits. 15 days from when you meet the $1,000 or more in total direct deposit amount. So you can get to that amount within a week after opening the account, within 2 weeks after opening the account, however quickly you want to do that. And then when those deposits hit your account, that's when the countdown starts from when you will receive your bonus. So let's say on day 14, after you've opened the account, your direct deposit of $1,000, we'll say, went into the account, settled, is fine. Well, 15 days from that 14th day is when you'll receive the bonus. So you see, this is really quick right here. Not 15 days after that 90 days, 15 days from when you meet the direct deposit requirement of that $1,000 or more into the account, eligible direct deposits. So yes, very simple, easy way to obtain this bonus right here. A little bit of patience, maintaining the account, and that's it. So yes, that's the complete process of signing up for this account, meeting the requirements, and obtaining the bonus. One thing to keep in mind though is that monthly maintenance fee. Let's go over how you can avoid that. Now, the monthly maintenance fee for this Chase Total Checking account is $15. However, you can get that waived with one of the following each monthly statement period. So if you do one of these, you'll have that fee waived. The first way you can have that fee waived is having at least $500 or more in qualifying electronic deposits. So this is the way a lot of people are probably going to get the fee waived, because their direct deposits will count towards that $500 or more in qualifying electronic deposits. And there's other ways that you can qualify for these type of deposits as well. These aren't just direct deposits. These are just qualifying electronic deposits. So according to the fine print, Chase states that qualifying electronic deposits include payments from your employer or government entities, benefits, tax refunds, etc., made using the ACH network, that's the automated clearinghouse network, typical way that electronic transfers are done, or real-time payment network, or the FedNow service, or third-party service that facilitate payments to your debit card using the Visa or MasterCard network. So there's some other ways you could have an electronic deposit to count towards that $500 or more to avoid the monthly maintenance fee. Now, they do state also in the fine print some things that don't qualify for the qualifying electronic deposits. And that includes transactions such as Zelle, cash, checks, wire transfers, and interest payments. All of those do not count as qualifying electronic deposits for this requirement to get the fee waived. Now, another way you can get the fee waived is if you have $1,500 or more on your balance in the total checking account at the beginning of each day. So if each day you have at least $1,500 in this account, then you would have that fee waived. Now, if you have multiple Chase accounts, there's another way you can get this fee waived. So if you had $5,000 or more for your average beginning day balance in this total checking account, or in combination with any linked qualifying personal deposits or in investments. So you may be wondering what other accounts with Chase will qualify for this combination. So qualifying personal deposits, according to the fine print, include balances in the Chase First Checking account, the Chase Savings account, the Certificate of Deposit account with Chase, or certain Chase Retirement CDs, or certain Chase Retirement Money Market accounts. So those are other deposit accounts that can go towards that at least $5,000 or more average beginning day balance to have that monthly maintenance fee waived. Now, also, if you have some investing going on with Chase, that can go towards this amount to have the fee waived. And they state that qualifying investments include balances in certain investment and annuity products offered through JP Morgan Chase and Company and its affiliates and agencies. And they state that they use the daily balances for most investment products. And they also state that some third-party providers report balances on a periodic basis and that they will use the most current balance reported to calculate the average beginning day balance. And they also state balances in 529 plans, donor-advised funds, and certain retirement plan investment accounts do not qualify. So this route of having the monthly maintenance fee waived has a lot of different kind of hoops and somewhat go through. A lot of things to kind of keep up with, what's my balance in this account? What's it in that account? Now, if you're just way above the $5,000 amount, then you don't really have to think about it. You just know that you're going to meet that qualification to get the fee waived. But this is a way that some people may go with getting the fee waived, or they may go one of the other ways. Now, another way to get the monthly maintenance fee waived is if you link your Chase Total Checking account to another Chase qualifying checking account. Now, what are these other qualifying checking accounts that you can link to? That would include the Chase Premier Plus checking, the Chase Sapphire checking, the Chase Private Client checking, the JP Morgan Private Client Checking Plus, the JP Morgan Classic checking, the Chase Performance Business checking, or Chase Performance Business checking with interest. So if you have one of those checking accounts and you link it to your total checking account, then you could get that monthly maintenance fee for the total checking account waived. So, and they also state for personal accounts, there must be a common owner. So if you have one of those as a joint account, then you must be the owner of one of them, of the joint account, as well, of course, as you being the owner of the total checking account. So it must be some matching going on there. And they state also that for business accounts, the owner of the linked personal account must be a direct owner of the business and signer on the business account. So just keep that in mind if you're linking the account to get that monthly maintenance fee waived. So 4 different ways right there to get the monthly maintenance fee waived. So definitely doable. It's not something that's too hard. Some of them require a little more math maybe, or a little more keeping up with balances, depending on what your balances are. But some of them are just really much to the point of whether or not you got that going on, yes or no. So multiple ways to have that monthly maintenance fee waived. And a lot of people are probably going to meet that with that first way, the qualifying deposits, but some people may meet it via the other routes as well. Now, that's the monthly maintenance fee and how to get that waived. Now, I want to tell you about my personal experience with this Chase bonus. So when I signed up for this offer and did this bonus, it was a $300 bonus, and the direct deposit requirement was $500 within 90 days. So 2 big differences there. The bonus was $300, not $400 like it is now. So if I knew it was going to get increased, I definitely would have waited to do the bonus, but I had no idea. And then the direct deposit requirement, for me, it was only $500 within 90 days. Now it's $1,000 within 90 days. Both of those very easy to do quickly. So yeah, those were the main differences of when I did this bonus versus where the bonus is at now. So specifically, I signed up for the Chase Total Checking account via the promotion page on December 24th, 2025. Very easy, simple process, just like you're signing up for an account with any kind of bank or financial institution overall. Name, address, date of birth, and so forth. So after you're going through the process with the application, you get to a part where you can pick out your debit card. So they have various designs. I went with the Star Wars. It's Grogu right there. I'll put it up on the screen. It's from Mandalorian. So yeah, I went with that one. They got that in the mail within a couple of weeks, a week or two, I believe. It was pretty quick. I received the debit card in the mail. But yes, signed up for the account on December 24th, 2025. And then I actually received an email on January 8th, 2026, just reminding me of the bonus that I had going on in the next steps to obtain that bonus. And before I even received the email, I had it set up for $500 to go into this account on January 9th, 2026. So on January 9th, 2026, my $500 direct deposit went into this account and cleared. And then I received the bonus of $300 deposited into my Chase Total Checking account on January 20th, 2026. And then I actually received an email on January 22nd, 2026, telling me that my bonus has been deposited into my account. A very quick process. Within a month, basically, of signing up for the account, I received the bonus. So I had my direct deposit hit on January 9th, 2026. And then 11 days later, so within that 15-day time frame, I received the bonus just 11 days after meeting the direct deposit requirement. And not even a month later from signing up for the account, just because I had my direct deposit requirement met quicker than I needed to. You can have that full 90 days, but I just went ahead and got it done quicker. And then after I received the bonus, once I decided that I didn't want to use the account anymore, so I just did an external transfer out of the account from my Chase checking account to an external bank account. Just moved that $300 out, and that was it. Same way as I did the direct deposit, as you see right there on the screen with the screenshots. When I received that direct deposit into the account, I transferred it out to an external bank account. No issues right there. Still received a bonus. Got the bonus, it settled, and I transferred it out. So yes, the account itself is a nice account. I can see it being useful for a lot of people. There's many Chase branches around, ATMs, and if you need help with the account and so forth. Me personally, I didn't need to keep using the account. I have other accounts I use that I like better, and I didn't want to keep up with the whole monthly maintenance fee and getting that waived, especially since I don't use Chase as my main banking hub. So since I didn't want to go through that, I decided to close the account. Via the app on the chat section, I went to see if I could just close it by telling them I wanted to close the account. However, I had to call a specific phone number. As you see on the screen, they let me know, call this number to close the account. So called the number, went through part of an automated system, got in touch with a live agent, told them what I wanted to do. They stated that I needed to be transferred. I got transferred. Second agent I talked to was able to close the account, no issues. So yeah, that's my timeline experience with obtaining the bonus. I didn't run into any issues with this bonus, signing up for the account, the direct deposits, any of that. Very simple, easy, and quick bonus right here. And this could be an account that you may like and want to continue using. So if you're looking for a checking account, this could be a nice one to explore to see if it's for you. Just check out some different features with it, the app. And while you're doing that, receive a nice bonus of $400. Very simple and easy to obtain. And hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to like it down below and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Much appreciated. Take care.